Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing this look, which is a very fresh, healthy, glowing and happy makeup. Basically, what I want to do is, everyone always gets really miserable in January, and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to do the makeup that makes me feel really good about myself and makes me feel happy. And it's easy to do, so I hope you enjoy it. Right, so I am now going to, by sticking with kind of keeping my skin nice and fresh, because as I said, January blues also means that for my face. So I'm going to try and make my skin look revitalised, fresh, healthy, lots of dewiness, nice glow, and to try and mask all this going on. Hideous. So I'm going to use my Bourjois CC creams. I love this product, you guys know that. I've got two here because I'm a bit of a mixture of colours at the moment. So I'm mixing together number 32 and I'm also mixing together number 34. So I'm going to take my trusty full coverage foundation brush. This one is from Bobbi Brown, and I'm just going to blend this into my skin and really buffer it. Again guys, it's really important to really work the foundation into your skin, especially if you're like me and it's dry, but even if you've got oily skin, really take your time to kind of buff it on with a brush. You can also use a sponge if you want to, that's absolutely fine, you know, each their own. I change my mind a lot of the time. I think because I want a little bit more coverage in certain areas, I prefer to use a brush than a sponge at the moment, but I change my mind all the time. But I do like to use this one. Now I'm going to use a combination of concealers at the moment, again because my colour's not ideal and they're both a bit different, but I am going to use this Amazing Concealer by Amazing Cosmetics, and then I'm just going to go into the areas that I want a little bit more coverage, and I'm using the back end of my brush. You can use a little concealer brush for this. I recommend you using a brush if you do have problem skin, because it's a lot more hygienic to do that. If you have acne or open actually kind of blemishes or whiteheads and stuff like that, this will actually, using a brush will really help that. I'm just going very gently over the areas that I want that little bit more coverage. And then what I'm going to do is use a tiny bit of this under my eyes. Now this is from Armani, and this is the Maestro Master Corrector. Now as you can see, it's quite orangey. This will really help with any darkness under my eyes. So I've not really used this before, so I'm just going to take it a little bit under here where I've got any darkness. But obviously I can't just use it, I can't just keep it like that because obviously it's quite orangey still. So I'm going to have to use a highlighter underneath, or a concealer that's a little bit lighter underneath. And as I said, I've got the Amazing Cosmetics concealer, which actually is a little bit lighter, so I can pop a little bit of that to really get right into the corner where there's any dark areas. I'm going to take a tiny bit of the lighter one and then just pop that underneath as well. I'm going to take my Lottie London eyebrow pencil. I'm loving this eyebrow pencil at the moment. This is in dark. And I'm just going to run that through my brows. So you've got a spoolie on one end, and then you have the tiny pencil on the other, which I love because you can just go in to fill in any unwanted hairs, but it still looks super natural. Boom! I have brows. Right, now I'm going to put a little bit of colour on my cheeks just because I want to kind of boost my cheeks a little bit, but not too much. And I'm going to take this one. I'm fallen back in love with them, guys. I don't know why I even forgot about them. Stila, and it's this one here. I love this colour. Really pretty, kind of pinky tone colour. And I'm going to use the Bare Minerals Luxe Performance Brush. The reason I'm putting blusher on first and now is because I want to kind of let it settle a little bit before I put any powders or anything like that, because again, I just want to let my skin settle a little bit more. As I said, it's being a bit problematic at the moment. So I think just by giving all your creamy products on first, and then I can powder where I need to once it's kind of adjusted to it. I'm going to take this waterproof, Ombre Waterproof by Clarins. I really like this product. It is waterproof, so that's handy for those of you that like a swim. I'm going to take a little bit of that and just pop that on my eyelid. With things like this, you have to work quite quickly with them. To be honest with you, it doesn't give off, I'm going to use my finger, it doesn't give off an awful lot of colour, but I really like this kind of bronzy tone. But you know it's not going to, you know, it's going to stay put, it's waterproof, gives off a little bit of colour, not too much. Just use your fingers to pop it on if you want to. You can take a little bit of it underneath. I'm going to take the Bobbi Brown Deep Sea Longwear Waterproof Eyeliner, and Deep Sea, so it's a bit of a bluey tone. Now this stuff doesn't come off easily. It's more of a push-up pencil situation there, as you can see. And also, guys, it's going to be smudgy, so don't worry too much about it. I'm just going to take a little palette here and just run it along my liner, my lash line, I mean. Then I'm going to take a Real Techniques slanted eyebrow brush, and I'm just going to go over the top of that and just very gently buff it out a little bit. Not too much, but just so it just looks a little bit softer. So once you've done that, I'm also going to run that along the inside of my eye as well, my waterline. You don't have to do this if you don't want it to look too dramatic, you can just leave it how it is. I just want to go inside a little bit. So you've just got a really pretty kind of bronzy eye, and then with this gorgeous kind of blue eyeliner over the top. I'm going to take the Lash Domination Volumizing Mascara by Bare Minerals. Now I got a little tester of these in my advent calendar, so I'm still using it and trying it out, and I really like it. So I'm going to give myself a really nice lashings of mascara on the top and the bottom. I like this wand because it's a rubber one. Can you see there? It's kind of got a rubber kind of comb effect, and I like that because it's really good because you can get onto every single lash and give them a little bit of a brush through, so it's really good for like precision. Nice and fresh. I'm going to take my bronzer now. Obviously this is the Laura Geller one, you guys know I love it. I always use other ones and I always come back to this. This is my favourite, don't judge. Actually do judge, go and buy it, it's amazing. I'm just going to swirl my brush around. This is the Bobbi Brown powder brush. I'm just going to literally pop it all over my skin just to give myself a little bit of a lift. On to highlighter, I'm going to use Moonlight by e.l.f. I absolutely love this highlighter, and e.l.f. is such a great brand. You can buy it in Superdrug. It did come over ages ago and you could only buy it online, and now it's actually sold in Superdrug, and it's a really lovely brand and I like it a lot. So I'm just going to pop that just on my highlighted areas. Again guys, not too much, I just want to make my skin look really nice and fresh. So I am going to use lip contour in Gossip Girl by Huda Beauty. This is a really nice pinky tone. These are really lovely lip liners. Very waxy, but move, not drying at all. You could pretty much use that as your lipstick, which is actually what I'm going to do. Really make sure it's nicely moisturised and blended in. And then I'm going to take the L'Oreal Paris Rose Melody, which is number 101. Love these lipsticks. They've got a lovely texture to them. They're glossy, but they feel really nourishing. And I'm just going to pop that over the top. Now guys, you can leave it there if you wish, but actually, you know me, what's missing? A little bit more blush. So I'm going to take my trusty favourite, which is Nectar by Bobbi Brown. I love this. It's a perfect summer and winter colour, and I'm just going to pop a tiny bit of this just on the apples of my cheeks. So give it a bit of a smile. And it is amazing what blusher can do. I find it just lifts everything. So there you have it guys, my happy January makeup look. I hope you've enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe on the subscribe button. Definitely leave me a comment if you've got any comments, and also if you've got any makeup looks that you want me to do, then make sure you leave a comment. Check out my Instagram, Twitter and my Facebook, and I will see you very soon. Bye! No, let's not party. Don't be silly. That's not going to happen.